Pat Benatar, Northeast PA's Classic Rock. Good morning. It's Prospector Show on Rock 107. And Kate, it is time for a visit from the epitome of masculinity.
At least in his own mind.
Hey. It's Mr. Manley with another lesson on how to be a man. As St. Patrick's Day approaches, I like to go home to Northeast PA and head to the single greatest one-day event known to man, the Scranton St. Patrick's Parade, and hit most, if not all, of the pubs. Of course, I dress properly, all in green, but I carry one particularly important accessory which really makes me stand out. Yep, I have my walking stick, known in Ireland as a shillelagh. This always catches the eye of the young lasses, and when they get inquisitorial, I feel I must respond in a manly way. If you ever find yourself in a similar situation, please follow along in your manly manual under the holiday section, page 456. Just look for the Shamrocks and repeat after me. Number 1, so you like my shillelagh, do you? Well, I've got a shillelagh for you right here. Number 2, would you like to hold it? And if you do, then I'll thank you. My tribute to ZZ Top. And number 3, my favorite shillelagh comes with a set of Blarney Stones. Moments later, when Scranton police are hitting you with their version of a shillelagh as a crowd of drunken onlookers cheer, you'll realize just what kind of man you are. Until next time, this is Mr. Manley saying, be manly and happy St. Paddy's Day.
Breaking the news that's already broken. It's time for Prospector's Briefs on Rock 107.
Daylight saving time begins on Sunday. It's also the only time of year you remember there's a clock on your oven and your microwave. Today is National Cereal Day. I almost forgot all about it. I feel like such a flake. Daylight saving time begins on Sunday, and if he gets a head start now, Flavor Flav should be able to change all the clocks he's wearing by next Thursday.
Making sure breaking news stays broken. Tune in Monday for Prospector's Briefs on Rock 107.
The following rant may cause you to pull your hair out, scream at the radio, punch the dashboard. Complaints should be addressed to Loudmouth Yambag at rock107.com.
What a week. I am Rock 107's Prospector, and here's what's got me jacked. St. Patrick's Day is coming up, and that means parade. Add to that the fact that I have to deal with tons of people who take their heritage way too seriously for my taste. And you can see why I'm now dreading the parades this weekend. Yeah, that's right. I said it. I hate having to deal with Irish pride, even though I'm Irish. Or for that matter, Italian pride, German pride, Norwegian pride, whatever. I'm the type of guy who holds no allegiance to geography and culture. I happen to be a U.S. citizen mostly because I was born here and I'm too lazy to see what the rest of the world is like. But I know I'm going to run into 100 drunken, freckled-faced, small-faced Irish yambags who tell me how great it is to be Irish and how I should be proud of my heritage. I have no pride in being Irish or anything else that I have no control over. How can I take credit or pride in the fact that my dad simply liked to tag Irish-looking women? Trust me, if my mother didn't have double D's when she was young, I could have easily just have been of French heritage. Man! Did I go off on a tangent? What I meant to say was enjoy the parade. Feel free to celebrate your Irish heritage by purchasing a Guinness for me and shutting up about it. I'm Prospector. I'm for the people. Who's with me? I gotta go crazy, man.
Ever see the crazy guy screaming at the wall outside the Times building?
Where does this rage come from, my son?
Tweet us with hashtag I found Prospector and we'll come and get him. Prospector, mornings on Rock 107.
Life's pretty tough right now. There's plenty of bad news, but it's not all bad. It's time for the brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107.
A woman in Michigan scored some coupons for free lottery tickets and then won $10. She used the $10 winnings to buy more lottery tickets, and one of them hit for $500,000.
Thanks. We needed that. The brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107. Call your neighbors and gather around the radio.
It's now time to announce the winner of Prospector's Yam Bag of the Week, as decided by you at rock107.com.
We uncover the most baffling, ridiculous, pathetic, cockeyed, laughable, preposterous blunders in the world of misdeeds.
Nominee number 1,
File this under Some People Just Can't Be Helped. A 29-year-old guy in Vancouver, British Columbia, got sloppy drunk at a wedding Saturday last week, and some people took his keys away to stop him from driving drunk. That was around 1:45 in the morning. He wasn't happy about it, and he started a fight. The cops showed up, arrested him for breach of peace, and then drove him home to sleep it off. But instead of just passing out like he should have, he decided to call an Uber, went back to the wedding to get his car, and drove drunk anyway. He sped by a police station around 3:50 a.m., going twice the speed limit. They clocked him at 76 and a 30. Technically, here in America, that would be 123 kilometers per hour and a 50. They arrested him again and tossed him in jail to sober up. He's facing drunk driving charges, and he lost his license for at least 3 months.
Nominee number 2.
There are things that you do in the heat of an argument that are forgivable, and then there are things that are closer to attempted murder. A 51-year-old man in North Carolina called 911 and said, "I've been locked in a storage unit for about a week. I just found my phone in the darkness." The operator asked if he was still stuck inside, and he said, "Yes, my girlfriend locked me in here. She doubled up my lock. I just need to get out of here. I can't breathe. I have had nothing to drink or anything." Emergency crews rushed to the unit, freed the man, and got him to a hospital for treatment. He was dehydrated, but he'll be okay. Investigators say the couple got into an argument. She told him to get something out of the back of the unit. He crawled there, and she slammed the door, shouted, "This is what you get," locked it, left, and never went back. He was in there for 4 days.
Nominee number 3.
If your partner asks what you think of their cooking, maybe consider whether or not they're still holding a kitchen knife before you answer. A 43-year-old woman in Florida was arrested for aggravated battery after she stabbed her boyfriend. The guy said they were arguing over his reluctance to eat her cooking. Unfortunately, no word on what she actually made. He told police she was swinging an 8-inch knife at him and it gashed his forearm when he tried to defend himself. She admits they were arguing over her cooking, but she says she struck him with a napkin holder. In any event, the guy will be fine. He received stitches and was released from the hospital.
Nominee number 4.
It seems like stealing anything from a church is a bad move, but this is somehow even more oblivious. Police in the United Kingdom are investigating a theft from St. Andrew's Church that happened last month. 3 religious paintings were stolen, including one with the 10 Commandments that actually had written on it, "Thou shalt not steal." The works also include one with the Lord's Prayer, and they were all in a big, heavy wooden frame, so it's not like someone just unknowingly moved them. It's unclear how much the pieces are worth, though they hold sentimental value to the church and its members. That said, police say the church did not show signs of forced entry, so maybe it was an inside job. Cops are asking people to keep an eye out for them, even on Facebook Marketplace.
And the winner is
the woman who locked her boyfriend inside a storage unit for a week. You are the Yam Bag of the Week.
Keep it here for all the nominees for Prospector's Yam Bag of the Day, weekday mornings on Rock 107. Thanks for listening to Prospector's Prime Cuts podcast. Be sure to catch us live weekdays from 5:30 to 10 a.m. on Rock 107 or online at rock107.com or the Rock 107 app, a free download for your Android or iPhone. Subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher Radio, or wherever you get your podcasts so you never miss Prospector's Prime Cuts.